Evening all, evening. So, Turkey 2, Italy 3. The importance of the game, close to zero. Made some changes from that defeat from the qualifier that cost us the place in the World Cup, or certainly in the playoff final. Ultimately won by Portugal, who beat North Macedonia to qualify for the World Cup. Made some changes. Raspadori's come into the team. Biraghi at left back was very good. Scamacca playing from the start. Zaniolo. Interesting young Tonali, of course, in midfield. I really thoroughly enjoy these young players, especially Tonali and players Scamacca and Raspadori, who got their chance to shine. Biraghi played left back. Fiorentina left back was very, very good. Got a two assists in the game. Listen, I understand. A lot of people will say, why didn't these guys play in the qualifier where it mattered? Listen, the pressure. It's not just about the opponent that you're playing against. It's also the pressure of the game. You've got one game as you're playing the whole qualification, and then you got this one here, which same motivation probably Turkey had. It's a nothing game, wasn't it? But it was good that these guys got the experience. Good that these guys get the opportunity to do well. Our goalkeeper Donnarumma alternates some real screw-ups with quality saves, all in the same game. The goal, the first one, went straight through his legs. The second one, yeah, he was let down by the marking on the corner, but could have done a little bit better. But then he follows it up with a save right at the end of the game from a brilliant header. He made a really good save out of that. And then just before then, a long-distance shot from Çalhanoğlu, which he tips over the bar. It just goes to show, particularly for a goalkeeper, if his head isn't clear and is not focused, and he's had the season that he's had at Paris Saint-Germain, he's not that same keeper that went to the Euro 2020. Just completely different. It just goes to show how sometimes not making the right move, leaving a club where he was always on the up, involved in a young project, young team like AC Milan, to leave there to go to a starstruck PSG, more money, this, that and the other. Players want too much too soon. There was no need for him to do that, but he's done that. And this season, given the game time he's been getting, these are the kind of... he finds himself in this situation where he's alternating real bad moments, screw-ups during the game, and then alternating it with the brilliance that we know that he has. I don't know with him. I hope for him he finds the peace that he needs and the clarity that he needs moving forward. I don't know if he's going to get that PSG. I don't know whatever his next club may be. Hopefully that gets sorted out. Listen, it would never take away Italy not qualifying for the World Cup. It would never take away, no matter who they play against now. The Turkey game, like I said, the importance was close to zero. And them playing this game, whilst we were watching, I said after the Macedonia game, I'm not going to watch them. Come near to kick-off time, what do I do? I'm a lover of football. I love the national team. So, of course, I found myself watching it. And, yeah, it was just one of those ones, isn't it? Where you're just not thinking about anything right now. Then, as a fan of Italy, I'm not thinking about anything but just getting this international break out of the way with and heading back to domestic football, starting with Spurs Newcastle this weekend, and Milan on Monday night. I think it was the right decision for Mancini to stay on, especially given who the replacements were going to be. Spoke about Cannavaro. taking over. Somebody's only been managing in the Chinese league, with Lippi coming in as director of the technical team, or the technical director of it. So basically guidance for him. The other one was Pirlo, De Zerbi, that's Shakhtar in Ukraine. And these guys are not ready. They're not ready to take over national team. They're far too young, too inexperienced to be taken over something like the national team. A national team should be reward for what you've done at club level. So for me, it's the right thing to go with Mancini. I think Mancini needs to now be less loyal to the team that he had to Euro 2020. Make the changes that need to change. Too many of those players now have just... They're done with that to do Euro 2020. It was a fantastic achievement what they did it. But the problems that that team still had, i.e. the goal scorers not scoring enough goals. We done really well right up to the Euros, winning that final against England, but what followed after that, the qualifications, yeah, we went through a lot of unbeaten games, but too many draws. Italy, Bulgaria 1-1. Northern Ireland away 0-0. Italy at home to Switzerland 1-1. Had the match point with a penalty kick that Jorginho hit over the bar that would have sealed the qualification. These are not teams that Italy should be seeing those teams out. And unfortunately, by not doing so, we left ourselves, although look, it doesn't matter what team we play against Macedonia, we should be winning. But we left ourselves 2 finals to play. And when the pressure's on and you have your own difficulties, like I said, goal scoring was one of them. Although we don't concede many, scoring was always an issue, and it still is an issue. Immobile is not the one. Certainly doesn't fit into the way Italy play. It's brilliant at club level, but doesn't do it for Italy. Belotti's the same. So we need to start, like we did against Turkey. Players like Scamacca and Raspadori deserve to get a chance. And moving forward, we should be starting to rejuvenate this team. The next one now is going to be the Finalissima, which we played versus Argentina. So the Copa America champions versus the European champions. That will be played in June the 1st. That will be probably the last proper match. And then after that, the rebuild has to start. But the system, and I said this in the last video I spoke about after the Macedonia-Italy game, the system in Italy needs to change. So much needs to change there. We need to start prioritising young Italian players. A lot of the under-21s play in Serie B. Very few get the opportunities in Serie A. They need to mature. They need to get better. They need to mature. 20, then they get 23, 24. When are they going to get their chances to play in Serie A? Where 60% of players in Serie A are foreigners. That needs to be looked at. That needs to be looked at. We've got the under-21s French team will probably beat our national team right now because they get opportunities in their league. Under-21 players get opportunities in their league. They get picked out by better leagues and they go on to play in Serie A. They come over to England. They get a lot of Leao plays for in Milan first team, Portuguese player who broke into the French league and then got picked to Milan. Those Portuguese, but they're releasing all the young. They're launching all the young players. Kalulu's playing centre back in Serie A right now, under 21 for France, not even in the senior team. So we need to relook at our system. The FIGC, the league, need to come up with a plan where teams have to start getting young Italian players involved if we want to create a scouting operation in Italy. Needs to happen where better players can be found up and down the country, which the infrastructure needs to be worked out. Need to have a better infrastructure to scout these players up and down the country because there's a lot of talent in Italy, but the tools are not there to do the job. So it's quite a massive rebuild. And if you think that we haven't played the knockout phase in the World Cup since we won it in 2006. 2010 was a win out of group stages. 2014 group stages. 2018 we didn't qualify. 2022 we didn't qualify either. So there's a deep-rooted issues that have been there for a while. And the Euro 2020, whilst being on a great achievement and one that was very welcome, it wasn't very expected. It papered a lot of the cracks. It was a short-term goal, it was a short-term vision, which is fine, but it wasn't always going to last. It was going to be a short-term. As soon as that crop of players would win that trophy, they would down tools. Not the down tools because they're one of the down tools. It's just something switched off in them, and that's where we needed to bring fresh ideas, fresh players, young players, to which Mancini failed to do because he was so loyal to that Euro 2020 squad. So, yeah, the rebuild has to start, and it starts real as soon as possible. Now, like I said, Mancini's been confirmed to stay. Hopefully he has agreed to stay. He hasn't certainly left the job, so it looks like there's some sort of agreement that we wish to restart with him. And the work now, hopefully, will begin for the new nazionale that will be. And whilst it'll be hard to watch the World Cup later on in the year, we need to get together and build for the Euro 2024. Congratulations to Portugal, who made the World Cup finals. Congratulations to all the teams that made the World Cup. And it's just for me, and maybe for quite a few of you, World Cup isn't the same without the likes of Italy. It wouldn't be the same. I would say the same if it was Argentina, Brazil, Spain, England, these Germany. These teams have to be in World Cups because it just isn't the same when one of them is missing out, and in this case, Italy missing out. So tough to take, but life goes on. And to be honest with you, this international break cannot finish any quicker. And the domestic league, I can't wait for this weekend because you just want to forget all about it. Right, guys, hope take care, and we'll speak very soon. And as always, Forza Italia.